And it is week number 3, vlog number 3. Oh, we are back in the warehouse. It is Tuesday. It is later than normal. Usually here about 8. It's after 8:30. Got a late start today. So we are back. We have a lot to do this week. Today we have 3 orders. 1 from each, 1 from Brickout, 1 from Bricklink, and 1 from eBay. The eBay order is not Lego related though, but I'll pull them and show you guys them in a minute. This week is a bit of a different week. This whole store, everything you see, runs on my hotspot off my phone. I have used all of my data this week, or this month. So I have been, shut up birds, speed restricted. I don't even know what speeds they slow me down to. So there isn't going to be a hell of a lot of uploading this week. I'm going to attempt to take all the new home, part out what I can, make a file, and try and make a file and see if uploading a Brickstore file will work. But using Brickignite, using Brickstore's product search, using Bricker's product search is just going to be impossible. So this week, it's about resetting some of this space. So I've made myself a little bit of a to-do list here. So we've got to, first of all, clean. Like, this place is a bombshell and I cannot work much longer with it like this. Sort that bookshelf. That's the next job. Start that process, get that tidied up. As part of that, it'll be also relocating the trays, which I've spoken about, putting all the instructions and stickers in those files and folders there, and relabeling the minifig drawers or minifig containers. Then also sorting, then do this first because that's sort of priority, then doing these 2 shelves. The new drawers that are here are going to go over. So essentially I'm going to get 2 more of those, run them across the top. Those new drawers that I showed you, they're going to go here. Then I've actually today have, chaos out there. I've ordered more of these, 4 more of those, and they're going to go in this one. And then those shoebox or storage box containers are going to have a home probably on that shelf there. Maybe. We'll see. Another thing I have to do is, this was going to be my packing table, but it's too low. You're bending over, you're hunching over, it's not great. I need something that's the same height as this bench. Focus. As this bench here. So we're going to pack this down, get rid of this, find homes for some of the stuff at the bottom probably. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Then this 3-hold units, 9-hold drawer unit can go live over there. Now, I actually have never explained this one just yet because I had no reason to, but this is sets to be completed. So these are sets that I have purchased or I found in bulk lots, and I think that either they're complete enough to try and complete, or there's enough value in it, or potentially enough value in it to complete it. Some of them I've had for over 2 years because I've just never gotten around to it. I'm just like, yeah, it's a good idea, and I've never done it. But that will then go here, which then will make this more accessible to be able to pick orders and stuff. And before anyone tells me that my pick path is going to be absolutely whack, I know. This is just temporary. This is just to get us by, to make sure we can keep adding stuff to the store, because I worked out that I've probably got about 20 drawers or so. Like, yeah, there's probably a few drawers that could take some more, but in terms of empty drawers, we've got what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 empty drawers. So you double that because they're half drawers. 46 drawers. 46 locations. With used bulk, that won't take long to fill up at all. So, yeah. So let's get the power on like normal. And let everything boot up. Whilst everything's booting up, I'm going to go pick these orders quick and run you through them and try and do my best to pack them, because it's going to be interesting with the slow down internet. There's a lot to do, but main job tonight is probably get tidied up. I've got rubbish bags for all the rubbish that I've been hoarding, pack up all the Ziploc bags, find homes for things, get prepped for the rest of the week. All right, I will see you when I've picked these orders. All right, we have 3 orders. This is order number 1. A lot of minifigure parts, all like police and robber based, which is pretty cool. So awesome. And then we've got 2 torsos and a little waist piece. This is Syndrome's torso, and this is, I can't remember his name, the bad guy of Superman, I think. Can't quite remember. And then this is the eBay order. These are called first day covers, bunch of envelopes from 1988. $44. Free postage, but still, good win. I'll get them whipped up. This one's a letter, the other 2 are parcels, so get them whipped up and then we'll clean. I might even set you guys up for a time lapse. Just experimenting. Never done a time lapse before, so, and you'll get to see me. All right, guys, let me get these packed up. All right, surprisingly, all packed. Usually when I have internet issues, that can take 400 years to do. So it's time. We're gonna clean up, get the desk cleaned up, I'm not gonna worry about this too much, like maybe make it so it's not sticking out, but that's another job for another day. But the main thing is get all of this cleaned up, get drawers back where they live, put Lego where this is something I've worked out with a lot of Bricklinkers. There's always just random piles of Lego everywhere, so I'm gonna try and condense all that Lego down, get everything back in a home. I might see if I can set you guys up over there on a time lapse. See if it works out. If you see a time lapse, it worked. If you don't, it didn't. Alright guys, see you when it's clean. Progress has been made. I do not have a vacuum in this place. I might try and borrow my one from my home. So floors not greatest, but there's room. Don't look at it. No, that's what we're gonna just sort of start maybe hacking into now. This is my fake Lego tub, along with that tub that's under there. So I'm going to combine those, or not combine them, but put them in one spot and figure out what I'm going to do. If anyone has any suggestions what I can do with it, and throw it in the bin is not an option. I'd really like to donate it. I have considered selling it on eBay, but I really don't want to accidentally someone buy it not realizing it's not Lego and feel like they got ripped off. This is all damaged Lego. Maybe some point this week we're going to do a quick sort of it to pull out any minifigure parts, minifigures or minifigure accessories. So it'll be 2 different sections, and then they're going to go up for an auction on eBay starting at like 99 cents or $1 and see where it goes. So that's probably one of the little projects of this week, depending sort of how we track. If not, that's a project next week we'll work on. I might again take it home on a Tuesday night and sort it on a Wednesday, bring it back, do the listing. I think what I might try and do before I go home tonight is get the floor tidied up down here, get the rest of the little bits of Lego that are lying around, and then probably try and move this bench into here, so pack this up, and then yeah, move that bench, pack down my trolley, like tidy up the trolley, and get everything ready for Thursday, because first thing we're tackling on Thursday is the thing I keep saying we're doing, which is those trays. The goal is to no excuses, orders first, and then those trays can go into drawers, and then from there we can roll on. So whew. Oh yeah, I've got to get that put away. That lives up there. Another project that we might also do is getting those bags into the boxes. What I'm also going to do is, I didn't know what I was going to do with these trays once they were emptied. So currently, as you've seen, the way I pick my orders is I pack them into these little takeaway containers, and that's fine, and I'll still keep some for doing that. But I've seen a lot of people use sort of like trays like these, and especially for like smaller orders, it's kind of good. I've seen one guy, he uses one tray for new, one tray for used, or for the same order. So yeah, but all right, let me get all this moved and put together, and yeah, I'll be back. All right, guys, it is the end of the night. It is nearly 10:30. So, but it is done. Look at that. Look at that. So, new drawers, all labeled, all barcoded. And now seeing the drawers, that bold is so much better than the other way, but I'm not redoing that drawer now. So that one is ready. This one is emptied, ready for the used drawers, more of the used drawers to come in. So as I said earlier in the vlog today, wherever, is I totally understand my pick path is broken, but it's fine for now. This is all temporary until this all moves back home, because that's where all this is eventually going, is to my house, but not just yet. So to keep growing and to keep moving, this is just what we have to do for the meantime. So yeah, so that's all that. None of this is filled. This is just sort of me testing, see where things fit. All the fake Lego, all the damaged Lego. And then this is what we're tackling on Thursday. All of this. So I brought it all out, so it's sitting here ready to, I can pull the drawer unit over here and do all the transferring. I've just got to tidy up a couple other things. Put this away. All this here is going back home as well to be just chucked in a tub ready for resort. I lucky I cleaned up. This is missing out of one of the orders. So I'm going to quickly jump in my car, grab the order out and squeeze that in. So glad I caught that. I would have been so annoyed at myself. I was actually very glad that order went smoothly. It's my first order in a long time. It's just no problems. So yeah, that's it. So hopefully I can pick these drawers up tomorrow But we can't start using them yet because I need labels, and I can't get labels because I don't have any ink. And apparently the ink that I need for my printer is the rarest ink that's ever existed. I can't find it anywhere, so I'm gonna have to go hunting for some ink and we can get it started. I also may get these two more of these drawers, which will then run across the top. So then this one will go here. So then there'll be 1, 2, 3. This one and the next one will be all minifigure parts, used minifigure parts. And then this drawer, where this drawer sits, will be minifigure accessories. And because alphabetically it works. Minifigure accessories, minifigure parts, minifigure parts. And I'll probably keep it the same. So this is all heads. So I'll just run another row of heads, all torsos, another row of torsos, all legs. And then the miscellaneous sort of parts. You currently, if anyone has a tip on how to do this, you currently can't list printed individual legs or hips. If anyone has a way to work around that, or is it just list the color and then put in a description? But yeah, and this one was meant to be for torsos that don't have arms, but I kind of forgot that one I was doing these. So I think there's some torsos in there that don't have arms, but that's fine. So probably just run a similar thing, although I may change that plan a little bit because I highly doubt it's going to get that crazy. So we might just save this row in the next drawer unit for overflow of torsos or legs or something. I don't know. As long as it's labeled, that's all that matters. And then this is all hair and hats and sort of neckwear and bits and pieces like that. So, and I have a feeling that more and more minifig parts are just going to sort of slowly come in. The reason that there is no new is because new parts go into drawers. So the only thing that's going to get new separated out as new is minifigures, instructions and stickers, and then bulk parts that can no longer fit in here. I will make a new spot for containers just dedicated to that. Whether it's up there, whether it's somewhere else, I don't know. Could be down there, I don't know. That, or it could be where they are. And so that one is, well, I'd probably prefer that to be new, that to be used. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're still a fair way off needing to do that, as I have quite a few large drawers left. So I'm a way off needing to do that. And then on the topic of drawers, I was debating doing this, but after seeing where my store is up to and sort of the emptiness of some of my drawers, like, you know, this one here, yeah, this is the one part about turning the drawers around and not having any fingernails that is very annoying. This drawer has one single part in it, and now the way I like to do my new parts is each drawer, each compartment has one part type in it. I do not mix them, unlike the used, which you've seen is I just cram used into a drawer until it's full. New, I don't want to do that just because, you know, this is the way I like it. But that's now a waste of a drawer. Like, even if I find another part to put there, that's still a waste. I could, you know, I can't part out a set properly because this drawer is technically taken up by this one ring. So there's a guy I've seen, he has what he calls onesie twosie drawers. So when a drawer gets down to a single part or two parts, he then, I can't find anymore. So like there's only two parts in that one. He then takes those out and puts them in a dedicated space. I'm going to sort of do a similar system. These drawers, these style drawers with the sort of top half small drawers, bottom half big drawers are harder to find now. I know that Amazon do them, they're in the orange, but I hate that orange color. It burns my retinas. I do not like it. But I found Kmart in Australia still is making those drawers, and they do them in large drawers at the bottom, small drawers at the top. I'm probably gonna adopt that and get 2 of those, at least 2, and put them on top of this for now. Just because that's a waste of space. Stack them up there. I'll remove some of this stuff back here so I can actually push it against the wall so it won't fall over. And they will become my onesie twosies drawers. But in this store, they're going to be called RD drawers, for random drawers. And it is my one exception to my new part rule, which will be that we can mix the drawers. Now, the rule to that is essentially, so realistically, it's no more than 3 pieces of one part type and 3 lots in a compartment. So technically I can have 6, I'm allowing myself to have 6 lots per drawer with a maximum of 3 pieces each. I'll experiment though, I may reduce that, but it's definitely not going to be more than that. And then if I part out a set and it so happens to have, let's say, a whole bunch of these rooms, then I will remove it from RD and put it into the normal drawer system. And then if something dwindles down, let's say I sell a whole bunch of, a good example right now, a whole bunch of these. And I've only got 2 left. They come out of this drawer into the random drawer, and then something else can take that piece's place. That's the plan going forward. I'm not going to implement that yet. 1, because I don't obviously have the drawers, and 2, my focus is to fix a lot more of my other burning issues. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to quickly clear off the rest of the cart, fix up that order, and pack the car. And then Thursday we'll be back here again, and apart from packing orders, hopefully we get a few, we're gonna tackle this finally. I'm so happy that I'm getting this done, because this has been annoying me for a year now. It's been bugging the hell. Even when I wasn't running my Bricklink store, it was annoying me, because in my house I was having to move them and I didn't want to spill them. So it's going to be good to get them out of the trays and into the drawers. All right, guys, I will see you on Thursday. Bye for now. And it is Thursday. We are back in the warehouse for another day of fun. Is it going to be fun? We don't know. Ah, God, what a week it's been, and it's not even over yet. So, today's plan, it's about 20 past 8, 8:30. So I've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours here tonight. As we've discussed numerous times, this is what our project is. This is the main goal of tonight. We only have 1 order to pack, and it's a minifig torso, and that is it. So I can quickly get that whipped away. But I have a surprise for you guys that I'll bring in a minute. It's in the car. Ooh, I'm excited. We're probably not going to get to it tonight, but I'll bring it all in so it's ready for Friday and Saturday. Because as you guys know, Friday and Saturdays are the long haul nights. We're here for about 4 to 5 hours, so 10 hours in total nearly. So, yep. But this is the main project. Getting all these parts from these trays into the store where they belong, into the drawer units, and then these trays will get converted into picking trays for part orders. We've also, I've got somewhere to put, I brought something tonight to put these into. All the instructions are going to get put into those green and red folders. so along with all these instructions. It's just, can't wait to get rid of this drawer. These drawers, I'm not happy that I did that. And then there's sticker sheets and probably some other instructions in these folders down here. And get this table packed away. I also spent yesterday making some files for a bunch of the CMF collectibles I have to go into the minifig drawers, some more used minifig parts as well, and a handful of instructions and other miscellaneous things that I sort of just had lying around that let's just get them in the store, I don't care what they're worth. So when I bring them in, I'll show you guys. So as always, power on. Let me get everything booted up. I'll bring in everything from the car, pack that order, and I'll bring you in when the order is ready to go and we're ready to go. All right. This is our little order. Just one, I'm assuming, I think this is an Ninjago torso. 60 cents or something like that. Hey, that's why we have no minimums in our store. If someone really needed this torso, it's fine. This is something I used to do, but I ran out and kept forgetting to buy more. They usually include a couple of Mentos or snacks or something in the order. So we're going back to doing that because we filled up the jar. This is the events of me running out of data. I'm surprised this didn't happen the other night, which I'm glad it didn't. So it may be a while until I'm able to print the label for that. And if anyone has noticed, yes, the stamps are on upside down. I don't care. It'll get sent either way. Now you guys may have caught a glimpse of what I have to show you, but quickly, this is everything I made a file of last night. Apart from this is missing a book. This is missing book 5 or book 4 that has bag 5. So we're going to put that in our damaged bag and just include it with the bulk lot of probably just parts. Someone may get some use out of that. All of this here on this side of the tub is new, and then the rest, apart from this is stuff I need to sort out, so that can go there. It's either parts that need to be parted out, or this torso here, he's just missing his hands, and I've got a bunch of hands here, so that might be something I can do tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, the rest of this is just used, but there's a file for it, so that's good. Now, that I've been on a mission over the last couple of days and have bought more drawers. So the coloured units, of course, if you know my store by now, is used, and they will go into this space here. The yellow drawer units are to finish that shelf along there. Hey, calm down, wind. It's very windy around here. These blue drawers, I have a very colourful store, are going to sit up here, and those are going to be, as we discussed last clip from Tuesday, is my random drawers, 1s and 2s of new parts. I don't know if I've got a good example floating around here anywhere. So like, this technically wouldn't, because it's parts that have 3 lots or 3 items or less. But no, so a lot of mine have 4, but we're sticking with 3 because we can just keep going up and up and up. So that's what they're going to be used for. They're going to live there, move that stuff probably under the desk. And finally, oh no, we got some more minifig tubs, because I'm going to change. So then in total we'll have 6. I can have 3 for new, 3 for used, and each slot has 8 compartments, and we're looking at about 24 compartments for new and used. And finally around the back here, just hiding around the back, these are all the same tubs there, just so that they're all here. I can get them all labeled up. Some can be dedicated to new because I'm probably going to move those 2 containers somewhere else. And so one shelf will be new, one shelf will be used. Of like bulk overflow. Oh, it's logged in. Well, it's into the login page. So, I would love to try and get all of this at least in position, not necessarily labeled. Oh, the other exciting thing, if you also may have seen, is ink. Ink. This was so hard to find. It's just basic, simple ink. Every time I went to a different store, it's the one ink they didn't have. So I finally got a hold of some today so we could print. I think it's raining. Continue printing up labels, and of course we're going to need it for this stuff. So yeah. So let me get that label printed up for that order. And I might check back in probably when I'm halfway through the trays. Do a little bit of a check-in. We'll see. All right, guys. See you next time. All right. Just crossed the halfway point. So 4 trays done. 4 trays to go. And it's so nice to see so many of those drawers not flipped around now. There's a couple of pieces I'm like, I should really set those drawers up, but this is priority. Get this done, and then I'll go through the whole new side of the store, and we'll fill those up. So I'll probably end up flipping a whole bunch of drawers back around again, but it's so glad to get rid of these trays. Oh, the anxiety these trays cause me. Fix my flooring. Yeah, it's going really well. I'm probably gonna have to start rating my new drawers, like my new drawers, because I don't think it's quite, because I'm not using the big drawers. That's gonna be a waste of space. So, oh, actually, I realized this the other day. I forgot that in my haste, when these drawers suck. These are from Bunnings. They don't sell them anymore. Oh, they are the worst. If you never want to get your parts back out again. There we go. I have new minifigs in these. So one of the other things we need to do, I think there's also something here. Although they may be parts. Yeah, they're all parts. So this is something I don't want to be doing. So 318 and 334 need to be rehomed, but that's a later project. Yeah, I'm not going to use the big drawers. That is a waste of space. Like, if I managed to get there and I'm putting these 2 helmets in one of the big drawers, what a waste. So skipping over those, and we'll save those for when we actually really need them. But yeah, so I think we're probably going to run out of room before I clear the trays. So just grab one of those units over there and start topping it up. All right, I'll check back in when I probably start work on some of the instruction stuff. All right, we have got it all done. I was so glad to have those trays done. So we ended up having to use a small portion of the new drawers. So we're up to here. I'll leave those 2 drawers sticking out because we've got that one spare. Now, a lot of this is going to end up getting, that is actually a poor example. There's literally like no parts in that drawer. Will eventually go into those, but for now, they're out of the trays. And that's what I really wanted. I wanted them out of those trays and sorted. So now all the instructions are also away in their folders, new, used, and sticker sheets are away. Now, one of my solutions for the sticker sheets was originally, and I was going to stick with this, was to use trading card sort of pockets. They work really well for most sticker sheets, and then I was going to use plastic pockets, the big plastic pocket, A4 plastic pockets for bigger sticker sheets that didn't fit in these. I now remember I bought these from Amazon Basics, from Amazon, and I got them and realised they only fit a 3-ring binder. Those binders are 2-ring binders. So now I'm going to have to go buy new ones of these. And I also realised I didn't print off used folder sticker ones of these, so that's okay. It's located, I just need to get a barcode for it. And realistically, used sticker sheets are not going to be incredibly frequent, or at least right now. So I'm not too stressed about that. So it's 10 o'clock. The plan will be, I really want to get all of this in position, and then throughout the rest of the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we can work on labeling them, filling them, and sorting all that out. So that is what I'm going to do before I go home tonight. Get all of these, redo that shelf, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. I nearly had a meltdown doing that one because these haven't been disassembled. Oh, they may have. Either way, they've been assembled for a fair while, so they're very tight. Well, we'll get them done. The good thing is I can just copy and paste doing that one. Get these into the store, get some stuff sorted out over there as well, and then just do a basic tidy up. It was nice coming in here and having it clean, not seeing junk everywhere. So I'm going to chuck the music back on and get all of this in position. Catch you before the night's out. All right, guys, I'm excited. Look at this. Yeah, that's cool. It's not entirely perfect. Of course, like none of these drawers are labeled. I also did get bigger drawers. I don't know if I said this before, of the used. They're very sticky. I haven't bought big drawers from Spotlight before, so we'll play with it and see how they go. So I thought it was about time because I have no big drawers of used. So it's like, screw it. Let's get some. Looks a bit funky, but I was thinking about doing sort of one big drawer, normal drawers, one big drawer, but I was like, I don't use big drawers very often for used, so. And for anyone who says my pick path is weird, as we've stated before, I know, but I actually thought about it today. I'm like, realistically, I start here with the new labeling system. Once it's implemented, I'll start here, work my way along, come over here, do here, and then come here, and then just turn around and do finish here. So like, it's not perfect. It's not a linear, smooth motion, but at least I'm not sort of going here, and back here, then back, and you know. So, and then all this is done. So this is going to become minifig accessories, used minifig accessories, and then this will all be minifig parts. Someone else is messing in their unit. One lot will become new, one lot will be used. This shelf here is going to be all used shoe boxes or used storage boxes, and the bottom shelf will be new storage boxes, where some of this stuff up here will end up. Purely because I just do not have the room. So that's something that's on the hit list. The rest of this shelf is on the hit list, really. Yeah, still have to sort that out. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much, I was gonna pack all this up today, but that table can stay for now. But yeah, I'm gonna throw that rubbish in the car, do a couple little more odd jobs before we get out of here. Made myself another to-do list because we pretty much knocked off everything off the to-do list. So make labels for those because I either missed them well, because I missed them, or they didn't exist until like those. The random draw. And then, so it doesn't matter right now, but these folders don't have any dividers in them. I don't know if you can see, there's no dividers in them. I want to put dividers in them, label them alphabetically. And of course try and find some 2-ring binder trading cards. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to redo these. These will still be useful as a backup, but these were what I was going to start using for keeping track of orders A, B, C, D, blah, 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 blah. But now with the trays empty, I really only pick 5 orders at a time. So all I need to do is try and find 2 more of these trays, which they're from Spotlight. They were from Spotlight. I don't know if they have them, but I'll try and find something similar or the same thing. And essentially one will be labeled AN and the other one will be labeled AU. And when I go through and pick orders on my little trolley, I actually didn't see if they'd fit. They fit perfect. So have them stacked up, and then when a tray is done, I can pop them on the lower levels. That's the plan. It may not work, I don't know. So yeah, essentially one will be new, one will be used, and that's order A, and then order B, and so on and so forth. That's the plan. We'll trial it, and if I don't like it, we'll just go back to using the little takeaway containers. So the plan, I'm back here tomorrow for the 4-hour shift. Oh, I don't know, there's so much to do. I think I need to try and get some new parts in the store. So we'll do this box first. This is the first thing we'll tackle. Get some parts in the store. It's been nearly a week since we've done any parts into the store. And that's all brick store filed. So it should be, even with my dodgy internet at the moment, should be okay to do. And the good thing is, I'm just thinking, I have 2 of these, so I'm pretty sure I printed off labels for new and used. I'll have to triple check. So I can set each container up for new and used, and then start fresh, and then move these over in time. Yeah, so as I said, I'm just gonna do some tidy up, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So as I said, tomorrow, as I said a few times, that's first task. If we get that uploaded really quick, which we should with the file, we're just gonna spend the time labeling, making labels and placing labels. That's pretty much gonna be the big weekend job, because I would love to get this whole back wall labeled. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. And I need to make labels for that. The first thing I need to test out is what it looks like covering those up. And then go from there. So, but yeah, once that box is uploaded, it's just gonna be a big sticker job. And then actually what I should do is relocate everything that is back here into its actual location. So all of this, it gets scanned into its new spot, and so on and so forth. So yeah, alright guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye. And it's Friday. Woo! Friday. What a week, what a week. And we are still not done in Legoland over here. Hope you guys have had a great week. we are on a mission tonight. We have a lot on our plate. We've got 2 orders to pick. One of them's, I think, like 70 lots, 150 items. So it's pretty good for me. And then once we've done that, it's that tub. That tub into there. And then we're going to start doing a full relabel. Hopefully all of this can get done. And fingers crossed I can make a start on all that. And we're also going to transfer things across into the new system, into the new labels. So, and I've also got to create more new labels. I may not start creating labels tonight, but I may have to, because I can't remember in that pile there what I printed and what I didn't. So, yeah. But that's it for now. I will check in once I've got these 2 orders picked, and I'll show you what's in them. One of them's, I think, a torso, and the other one's a mixture of a lot of different stuff. So, as always, power on, let's go. All right, orders picked. Now, it took a bit longer because halfway through we got another order, and it's going to the Netherlands. That's pretty cool. So, my first international order on Brickout though, so I have to have a little bit of a figure out. But yeah, a whole bunch of the Lego Batman movie minifigs and some just other bits and pieces. One of the orders was just for this CMF referee, and then this was the bigger order, just a whole bunch of assorted parts. Looks like a lot of city stuff, potentially. These are the new parts, and then these are the minifigs, and I'll add the minifig parts into that bin when I go to pack the order. So I'll pack the ones I know what I'm doing with first, and then we'll work this one out. But good order to get. I've been wanting to get rid of these for a while, so they're some of the first minifigs I ever listed to the store. So good to see them go. So yeah, it's 9:21 p.m. I don't know how much I'm going to get done tonight, because who knows how long this is going to take. But we'll do what we can. I'll check back in once I'm probably working on that. Once I've got everything set up to work on that, I'll check back in. All right. Whew. Got the orders packed. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. That international one tripped me up a bit. But we got minifigs away. These are all new. We got a file of just the minifigs of nearly $60. And the winner of the lot is a, where did it go? Oh no, hold on. There we go. It is Spider-Girl Black and White. Where is it? I've lost it again. Here. This one here. And that is in M06, which so happens to be this one here. Brand new, out of a box. The box was like destroyed, but everything inside it was perfect. So parted it out. Not bad, $30. So like there's a Doc Ock in here. Shush. I hate that thing. The Doc Ock has so many parts to it. Where is it? That is the Doc Ock figure with all the extra parts with it. So something new that we're doing in the store, or I decided to do, is all new minifigs will be sold in pieces, and used ones will be sold whole. So yeah, there's a couple of good little winners in there. There's a Lex Luthor poly bag that I've already put away down there. That's worth $18. There's another Spider-Man in there worth $16. yeah. So pretty much like really everything is over $5. There's a couple of little $4 ones, but realistically everything's over $5, which is really good. That gives us our $260 price file. So get that batch made up. Then we've got some of the F1 cars parted out. My girlfriend was buying them. She thought they were good, but they're not. And I knew that, but she was trying to help. So not going to bother selling those, just part them out. We'll whack them in the new drawers. And these are just all the little manuals and stuff. They're going to sell for like next to nothing. And then a brand new sticker sheet out of a set. And then all that used down there. So it's 11:15, just after 11:15. Probably get all that done, and then yeah, I'm not really going to get much of that done tonight at all. I might try and get the minifigs done, but I don't know. I'll see how I feel once I've got everything else done. All right, now we're back. Oh, all right, guys. Well, we're unfortunately going to have to pull the pin for tonight. That issue with my data has just caused Bricker to crash and all sorts of chaos. So unfortunately, yeah, we didn't get through nearly as much as I was hoping to. We got halfway through this Formula One file upload, and it crashed out. And so we've got it up to this point. I've tried to upload the file. It just spins the wheel of death. So look, hey, for what I uploaded, it's $58 somehow. So we'll yeah, that's all right. So we'll upload this one. I'll do it on my phone, not on the laptop, because I'm sure it'll take 400 years to do it on the laptop. And hopefully tomorrow we can get the rest of this in the store. I'm going to try and get here as early as I can tomorrow, but we shall see. So, yes. So, yeah, nothing. I didn't achieve anything really tonight. Oh, I knocked one of these cups off the thing, and I keep finding Lego. So, I must remember to count the 1x1 plates, because I'm probably going to be short. Yeah. I really thought this would take like no time at all. Quick, bang, bang, bang. No, just because of this damn data usage. And Telstra used to allow you to buy data packs to keep you going. But now they don't do that. They're like, nope, you're just restricted. Suck it. Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to pull the pin here tonight, pack up my laptop. I'm just going to leave the space the way it is. I'm going to take the laptop, take my parcels. And yeah, potentially when I'm at home tomorrow, if I've got time. So a lot of those minifigs that you saw before came out of those new bags that I showed you a few weeks ago. I've still, of course, got all the new parts. So I may sit down tomorrow and Sunday and start parting those out. Maybe. This collection of stuff has really showed me I'm going to have to get those drawers done sooner than later, because, like, look at that. That is a waste of a drawer. And that's what pretty much all of this is just an absolute waste. But I don't have the labels for that even made, because that was a secondary thought. So, and with the way my data is and the way the internet's been at the moment, I don't want to try and make them. So for now, temporarily, we're just uploading them into these drawers. At least they're listed to the store, and then when I've got some time, I'll get them moved into them. But yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. See you then. And just like that, it is Saturday. We are back in the warehouse for another day of hopefully stress-free working here. I doubt it. I think it's going to be stressful, but there is a plan for tonight. First down on the order is we've got 3 orders to pick and pack. Yeah, they're all domestic letter orders. So I am 1 stamp short, but luckily I had 2 old stamps. And in Australia, that if you can use a stamp that's old, as long as it doesn't look like it's been used before. So I have enough postage here to get the 3 letters passed. So that's cool. We can pack those orders up tonight. My policy says I don't pack orders on Saturdays or on Sundays, but I do purely because it makes the rest of the week a lot easier. Once that's done, we're going to reattempt doing this again. I'm not very positive on it, but we shall see. I could be proven wrong. And even if we do that and get all of that done as well, cool. Then we move on to labeling. I really wanted to kind of label and transfer stuff over at the same time, but if my internet is not playing nice with me, it may just be a labeling job, and then next week when the internet resets, start transferring things across. So we can label, like I can label these drawers, that's fine. I can label this drawer unit up. I may attempt to make some labels, because then we can label all that up. We can label all of that up. So, yeah. So and funny things, all 3 of these orders are on Brickout. Like, most of my orders of the past month have come through Brickout, not Bricklink. Very, very strange. And my settings, previously my settings were different for Bricklink and Brickout. I hadn't updated my postage, but this time around, all my postage is the same. So I don't know. So I'm gonna go pick them. They're not very big orders. One's literally a single 16 by 32 tile plate. So get those orders picked. I'll run you through them, and then you pack them up and get to work. Let's go. All right. All picked and at least bagged up. So there's 1 order, few minifigure parts, and just assorted translucent parts and other bits and pieces with my single used glow in the dark 1x1 round tile, even though I have a whole bunch of new, but whatever. Just a little one there. Weird assortment of parts. And this one here, I already sort of semi-started packing it because my normal bubble mailers do not fit a 16 by 32 base plate. So we've gotten creative, and where has it gone? I've got this, I found it, some guy 3D prints them, so my letter gauge, and it just, I was always taught that if it can sort of, I can't film this, but if it can fall through it without being pushed, it should pass. So that slides through that, I can drop it and it's fine. So we should be able to get that through. I just got to double check the measurements from Australia Post to make sure that that fits what stamps I have for it. It should. I just need to double check. So I'll get them packed up and then test out if we're gonna get that done. Let's go. All right. It worked. Everything is in those drawers. They're not very pretty because there's lots of 1s and 2s and bits and pieces, but like I said, we'll deal with that once we've got all that labeled. So that was pretty much all of the F1 car collectible minifig things that I had. So we uploaded sort of half of it last night, and then the other half just got done then. plus a couple of instruction sheets and stuff, which only gets us $64, but I think last night we had about $60 as well, so it would have been about $120 worth of parts in total. And then yeah, nothing crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be crazy because they're not very desirable parts and there wasn't many of them. So we're gonna press upload, put that onto the store now. Actually, press, yep, update the sales price, update sales price, and done. That is now online, or will be very shortly. Now, whilst we're on a sweet run, we're gonna do all the used minifig parts, get them up. I'll pull that drawer system down. This thing always wants to yell at me when I'm talking. Shush. I should wait for it to beep before I bring the camera out. Put this drawer away, get that drawer down, put some minifig parts away. Actually, maybe I can label up that drawer system. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's what I'll probably do. I'll label up that drawer system and use the new labels. Yeah, that's a genius idea. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll quickly label that drawer system up and shoot on from there. Woo! All right. Done. All the minifigs are gone. All the minifig related stuff is done. So those are the 2 new containers. So this project's in a second. All the new labels are on the new minifig drawers. Kind of sucks not being able to see in them as well as you can those. That's kind of cool to see, but it's not about what you can see, it's about how efficient you can pick it. So that's going to make things a lot easier. Yeah, so where did we end up? Where did we end up here? Let's have a look. Dashboard of this purchase. So this is all the used stuff that I had left. So that includes instructions, which I need to fix this one because it somehow got uploaded with $0. So we ended up with $160, 123 unique lots and 130 items in total. The funny thing is, in the minifigs, can I find it actually real quick? See, it always wants to yell at me when I'm filming. In this one here, it's already put it all away. So there wasn't many figs themselves, but so, you know, most of this $4, $5, a couple of them are $7. This baby is $8 something. So it's just really funny that, you know, these full-size figures are worth, you know, $4, $6, $7. That baby is worth nearly more than 2 of those figures combined. So I'm gonna upload this file, find those in the store, reprice them to be correct because I don't want to give them away for free. And then I guess, well, I don't know what I want to do. I'll make some new label because I've got the label program up. I'll make labels for the new shoebox, storage box bins, and then we're going to do those ones. All right, let's go. And we have achieved something. All the minifigures are now correctly labeled in their new storage system. So good, everything. I even did there was a couple, you may have seen a few, last vlog, this vlog, I don't remember. I actually had some minifigs in my drawer systems. So they are now rehomed up here. One of the few jobs I've got left to do is bag all of these up. I started it and I went, this is going to take forever. So probably what we're going to do is just every time I'm here, do a couple of sections. It'll be done in no time if we do it that way. So yeah, we also cleared the bits and pieces off the top here. They are now stored in the drawers. So you've got new storage bins down here, Use storage bins, new stickers, used instructions, new instructions, new minifigs, used minifigs. And then this will become minifig accessories. This is all going to be minifig parts, used, new, used, new. And then the odds and ends, we'll start us calling it the odds and ends of the new drawers, which they are going to fill up quickly. So got the stickers made up to label them. Got the stickers made up to label the new drawers, the new used drawers. Oh, I didn't make one for that. That's okay. I've got a couple of loose end stickers to make. I've got to make one for this. I've got to make one for a couple of other little bits and pieces. So, but we're pretty much done. I also got, I'll actually pull them out. Hold on. Doing things one-handed. Now I understand why all these vloggers talk about this. So, I don't know if a couple of clips ago I spoke about some instructions. This is a very heavy folder. Instructions will start to weigh a lot. Where did I put them? Here we go. This instruction here for set 40227, it's like a promotional item. There is only one listed in the world in like the Netherlands or something. I have two of them. And the only other one listed is used as well. Mine, you can feel they've been wet before. Like you can probably see here, they've been wet in the past, but I've put it in the comments that fold down the center and possible water damage minimal, because you can still very easily use these instructions. So the guy in the Netherlands had them listed up for, I believe, like $16 something, $17. I've chucked mine up for like $15. See if someone bites. In my store, you're always able to request photos. Is that clipped in? That is clipped in. And, there we go. I don't want to drop it. That is actually very heavy. Yeah, you're always able to request photos in my store, so if someone comes along and says, hey, can you send me some photos? Easy done. And yeah, so I think, I don't know, depends how many orders we get over the next sort of 2 to 3 days, what we do on Tuesday when we're back here. I wasn't going to clean up because I was going to be lazy, but I'm going to clean up a little bit before I leave. At least just get some of the desk and stuff back to normal. I might just keep working on stickering everything that is new in the store. So sticker all of those, sticker them up there, and then do those ones. So that way everything is stickered ready to start uploading again, rather than, because the next batch, the next batch we probably are going to quickly do is new, but used is what we're going to focus on for a while still. So starting there, I'd run out of room quickly and then go, oh, sorry, I have to sticker stuff. So probably on Tuesday, I'm just going to spend some time stickering things in preparation for being able to start listing again. And then over the next couple of days, when I'm not here, I've still got a whole load, probably about 6 or 8 bags of new parts that came in used bulk lots, but they were still sealed in their bags, but broken up from the set. So the set is not complete. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to try and part that out so we can try and upload that on Tuesday or Thursday next week. Get some more parts in the new drawers, and then we'll bust into the new stuff. So that's probably the plan for Tuesday is just stickers. So I'll leave this table set up. It's really easy to do when I'm sitting down. I'm liking all this. I'm especially liking that they're organized now. Everything's labeled. Everything is transferred over, by the way. Nothing is in this section here is in old locations. Or in, well, there's not half of it mixed in, and all of this has been transferred over to the new label system. The next thing to do will be, I'm sort of just going to work my way around the room, will be the Minifuga parts. It'll be so much easier once my data, because doing this with the data issues has been a nightmare. Anyway guys, that's been the vlog this week. Thank you for coming to hang out. We got 10 subscribers. We hit 150 views for 2 vlogs. I'm pretty happy with that. So if you've subscribed, thank you. If you've even watched a couple of minutes of the episodes, thank you. And I'm gonna keep this up. This vlog is for me and for you. It's for me to document where I'm up to and what I'm doing, and maybe to look back on in a year's time and go, whoa, what a goofball I was doing this stuff, doing it the way I was doing it. But yeah. Anyway guys, have a great week, and I'll see you when we're back here. Bye.